neighborhoods are concentrated areas that were created. What a concentration camp is a concentrated area. The ghetto, the hood, our neighborhoods are concentrated areas that were created with the United States Census that we could not control or see. You know that the United States Census is sealed for 75 years? And so over all those times, they pushed us into concentrated areas, and then they inundated those concentrated areas. It don't gotta be a gas chamber. It could be heroin. It could be crack cocaine. You trap people in a controlled environment, which is a concentrated area, much like a concentration camp, to kill them.
In many ghettos, harsh and inhumane conditions often prove to be deadly. Deliberate overcrowding led to the rampant spread of diseases. There was limited access to running water, food, and medicine. Fuel for heat in the winter was scarce. And amid these conditions, many Jews were forced to carry out hard labor. Hundreds of thousands of Jews died in ghettos from disease, starvation, cold, unprovoked violence, or suicide.
What a concentration camp is a concentrated area. The ghetto, the hood, our neighborhoods are concentrated areas that were created with the United States Census that we could not control or see. You know,
the niggas got out of slavery. They went over there and stayed over there. And they put their head down and they worked. They stayed with their family. They was uneducated, but they had land. They had chickens. They had cows. They could eat out their own backyard. They could process their own food. They didn't go to that white man for nothing. The white man used to come buy chicken and bacon from the nigga. Here come Dr. King with his dream. Let's go join them. The nigga said, this little boy crazy. See, y'all gotta go study history. The elder black people who was called nigga did not like Dr. King. Why would we go live with our enemy? They thought he was crazy, and he was, because that was his dream. When he was a kid, he had a white friend. She said, you can't play with him. So that was his dream. If you go listen to that I Have a Dream speech, it was a nightmare for the niggas to leave our restaurant, to go sit over at their counter and get hit upside our head just so we can sit there. We got our own restaurants, young blood. So when the white man realized, okay, we're gonna enslave them economically by taking down the Jim Crow signs and segregating, integrating, right? When they all started in the beginning, the fight was equal rights and equal protection under the law. It wasn't about eating in no white man restaurant. It was about, man, I want the same rights as you. If I start a business, you burn my business down, you go to jail too. So it was about equal rights and equal protection under the law, something we still fight for. But we got integration. We can go to school with white kids. We can kiss on a white girl, never be harmed. But we still don't have equal rights and equal protection. That's why the Asians do and we don't. The nigga have always been the strongest out of all of us, even though he was enslaved. I would have never been, man, we been a motherfucker. We couldn't have endured slavery. We say what we would have done, but we're still under slavery today. We're digital slaves. We weren't just what the slaves did, got in line with the time. Digital slaves now. Everybody else is making money off our slave labor, our digital labor. We're not making a dollar because we don't understand that we're the new slaves. We're volunteering to be slaves. People laugh when I said that years ago. I said, black people are going to volunteer to go back to slavery. What you mean? Our kids are not skilled like the niggas. Food prices is high. Niggas can't cook. They use processed food microwaves. Young niggas can't barbecue. They can't start a fire. When things get rough in America, because it's going to get rough, I need a job. Niggas going to start saying, I work for food. You're going to volunteer like they do with the day labor job. Nigga go stand outside. That's what it's going to be like. It's not going to be nobody hitting you with a whip saying, come here, nigga. The conditions are going to create something where when you go on a job, your supervisor going to mistreat you your whole time. Just like slavery. When he see his kind come in, guess what he going to do? Hey, come here. He going to take care of his kind and tell you and your kind to get back. We're already seeing that.